Have you ever just looked up at the night sky and really thought, what am I actually looking at? Not just stars, but real huge, endless space. Because once you actually think about it, it gets crazy. Like, really crazy. And honestly, a little scary too. So let's break it down in a simple way. No complicated science words. Just the real size of the universe. And why it's so hard to understand. Let's start with Earth. Earth feels huge to us. Oceans, mountains, cities. Everything we know is right here. But in space, Earth is tiny, like ridiculously tiny. Next to the sun, Earth is basically nothing. You could fit over 1 million Earths inside the sun. Crazy, right? But here's the even wilder part. The sun isn't even that big compared to other stars. There are stars out there so massive that if one replaced our sun, it would swallow everything past Saturn. Earth, Mars, Jupiter, all inside one star, gone. And that's just the beginning. Now let's zoom out even more. Our solar system isn't just planets floating nearby. It's way bigger than most people think. Even past Pluto, there's a huge cloud of icy objects stretching far into space. And if you tried to leave our solar system with our fastest spacecraft, it would take thousands of years just to reach another star. The closest one is over 4 light years away. And remember, light is the fastest thing in existence. So space between stars, it's basically endless emptiness. How is that even real? Now zoom out again. Our sun is just one of hundreds of billions of stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Billions of suns, and many of them have planets too. So there could be billions of worlds just in our galaxy alone. But wait, it gets even bigger. The Milky Way is just one galaxy. One. Scientists think there could be trillions of galaxies in the universe. Trillions! Each galaxy has billions of stars inside it. That means there are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on every beach on Earth combined. Let that sink in for a second. Everything you know, every person, every place, every moment in history is inside one tiny corner of something that big. How is that even possible? And here's where it gets really weird. Most of the universe, we can't even see. We only understand a small piece of it. The rest is something called dark matter and dark energy. We can't see it. We can't touch it. We don't even fully understand it. But it's there, shaping everything around us. So basically, most of reality is still a mystery. And we're just floating inside it. And this might be the craziest part of all. The universe might never end. No wall, no edge, no outside, just endless space. Going forever? Imagine that. No matter how far you go, there is always more. So next time you look up at the night sky, remember this: everything you see is just a tiny piece of something unbelievably huge. And somewhere out there might be other worlds, other stars, maybe even other life, looking up at their sky, asking the exact same thing. How big is everything? And are we alone in it? But wait, let's go even further. Because everything we just talked about might still not be the full picture. What if the universe is way bigger than what we can even see? Right now, scientists can only observe a limited part of space. That's called the observable universe. But that doesn't mean that's all there is. It just means that's all the light has had time to reach us since the beginning of everything. So, what's beyond that? We don't know. And that's kind of scary, right? Here's something that makes it even harder to understand. When we talk about space, the numbers are so big that they stop feeling real. Billions, trillions, light years. They sound like words, not actual distances. Because in space, normal thinking doesn't work anymore. For example, if you could somehow travel at the speed of light, it would still take you 4 years to reach the closest star, 100,000 years to cross just our galaxy, and billions of years to cross the observable universe. Billions of years. That's longer than almost anything humans can even imagine. Now here's a question that scientists actually ask. What if Earth is nothing special? What if planets like ours are actually super common? There could be billions, maybe even trillions of Earth-like planets out there. Planets with oceans, skies, maybe even life. So the real question becomes, if the universe is this big, why haven't we seen anyone else yet? Where is everybody? Space is extremely quiet. No sounds, no voices, no signals you can easily notice. Just endless silence. That leads to something called the Great Silence Problem. If life is common, we should have seen signs of it by now, but we haven't. So either we are early, we are rare, or something stops civilizations from lasting long enough to spread. And honestly, all of those answers feel a little unsettling. Even the biggest things we can imagine might still be small compared to what's out there. There could be parts of the universe that are completely beyond our reach. Some scientists even think the universe could be infinite. No edge, no end, no final point, just forever. Try to imagine that. You can't reach the end because there is no end. So let's bring it all back. You started on Earth, then you zoomed out to the sun, then the stars, then the galaxy, then billions of galaxies, and now, maybe even beyond all of that. And the truth is simple. We are sitting on a tiny planet in a universe so big, it doesn't even make sense to our brains. And yet, here we are, looking up, wondering, thinking, asking questions that might not have answers yet. And maybe that's the most powerful part, because even in something this massive, we're still trying to understand it. And that alone is kind of amazing. Or maybe kind of terrifying. So next time you see the night sky, don't just look at it. Really think about it. Because what you're seeing is only a tiny part of something that might never end. And we're right in the middle of it.